besmirch anybody due to their race and whatnot, right? But there was a brief time where I did belong to the Nation of Islam, man, and a lot of the literature that I read and a lot of literature that I wrote was kind of crazy, man. It was kind of crazy, man. I was just tired of seeing black folks getting screwed over. Yeah, man, I really was, bruh. And so the establishment, the powers that be, the individuals that ran the prison got a hold of some of my literature. And yeah, man, they ran me through the ringer, bro. They ran me through the ringer, man. Shooting everybody who thought I was cool. You know what I mean? What I mean by, yeah, white folks. You know, they immediately gave me the cold shoulder because of a lot of the shit that I wrote. I used to write these like Black Power pamphlets, man. I would drop them off at African bookstores, man. And like I said, the institution got a hold of that shit. As a matter of fact, it wasn't that hard to get a hold of it because all the inmates was reading that shit, man. People was actually mailing in those pamphlets. And when I was doing my cell searches, man, because I was a corrections officer, I would see my literature all through the institution. It was hilarious. So it was funny, right? Because I'm wearing this badge. I'm a corrections officer. Inmates hate my guts because, you know, I am what's wrong with black folks. I'm a house nigga because I'm in there so-called oppressing my peoples. But at the same time, you know, I got my Black Power literature circulating all through the goddamn prison, man. Hilarious. Absolutely goddamn hilarious, man. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm a house nigga. Yeah, you oppressing me. Yeah, I'm oppressing you. Yeah, okay. But while at the same time, you know, a lot of them black folks in there, them Negroes was whining and bitching and crying that they needed more black people in there. They needed more black people employed in that prison to give them a fair shake because they got tired of all them rednecks going in there and busting them upside their head, man. So they thought things would be a little bit better if they had some black folks up in there, man. And then what do? As soon as they do get some black folks in there, yeah, they piss on them. Yeah, they talk shit to them, man, and throw piss and shit on them. And I'm like, I thought y'all wanted black folks up in here, man, and trying to help you out. But you making me out to be an enemy. You are deliberately pissing me the fuck off to the point where I'm going to join in with these rednecks and beating your ass. You know what I mean? Crazy shit, man. Negroes, they have not a clue as to how to behave, man. Stupid niggas, man. Stupid. Absolutely retarded. You know? So yeah, man, I ain't no stranger to that whole game about people going back and looking at what you said in the past and digging digging up certain things that you may have said and certain beliefs that you may have had and whatnot. You know, I'm living in the now, Jack. You know what I mean? That's what we gotta do. We gotta live in the now, bro. You know what I mean? That's what we gotta do. So today I'm just gonna go through, man, listen to some of the claims that Donald Trump is a racist, and I'm gonna react to the shit, man. Fair use. Yeah, dog. Fair use. That's what we're gonna do.
They demand a response. How is Brian Ross doing? He tanked the market with an ABC lie, yet no apology. Double standard. The president completely ducking the point there. Roseanne's tweet was straight up racist, yet the president failed to condemn it. Why? Because he can't. Because his own words and actions are racist too. So let's review. Back in 1973, the Trump's family real estate company was sued by the Justice Department for racial discrimination. They settled without admitting wrongdoing, but were required to take steps to prevent discrimination. And that was just the beginning.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Here we go with the shenanigans. Back in 1905, you know, the Trump family ate a omelet that was sunny side up. Why it's got to be sunny side up? I'm like, okay, man, like who gives a shit about that, man? You know what I mean? That's the Trump family. That ain't Trump himself. I think that was leveled against Trump's daddy or whatnot, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they leaving out a lot of shit right there, man. Not to mention, hey, man, you know, even my granddaddy, may he rest in peace, rest his soul. Yeah, he didn't like to rent to black folks either. You know, he didn't like it. He had issues about especially renting to black women. He was not on that shit. He did not want to rent to single black mothers, man. No, Jack. Those were the worst tenants for him as far as he was concerned, man. Yeah, my granddaddy, he wasn't no Uncle Ruckus. He was as black as you could get as well. But when it comes to the money, we ain't got time to play no games, man. I ain't got time to be coming around here trying to rebuild everything that you keep tearing down just because you just an ignorant ass bitch. Nah, man, shit. Yeah, he would have much rather rented to somebody, a white male. Yeah, I ain't even gonna front. Yeah, he's probably looking more so that direction. But anyway, let's see what Don Lemonhead. Man, I can't stand this dude, man. He is such a, I can't say what I want to say. But yeah, man, he disgusts me, man. But let's listen to some more shenanigans, man. Let's go.
1991, in a book. It's called Trumped, by former Trump casino executive John O'Donnell. Donald Trump said, quote, "Black guys counting my money? I hate it. The only kind of people I want counting my money are short guys that wear yarmulkes every day. Those are the kind of people I want counting my money. No one else."
Okay, man. Let's kill the shenanigans, man. Let's kill the shenanigans, man. Even your boy Tariq Nasheed, man, is should I say, in good company with Donald Trump. Tariq Nasheed fucks with them Jews, man, when it come to business. Yeah, I heard a lot of people gave Tariq a lot of flack, man. Tariq, Mr. Black Empowerment, man. Yeah, I mean, as far as him printing out his hidden color CDs and DVDs and the money aspect of that business, man, he entrusted it with a lot of Jews, I believe. Yeah, everybody comes around and they fucks with the Jews when it comes to money. Oh, what did I miss something here? Yeah. How many black folks man, have a stellar reputation, man, when it comes to finance? I'm waiting. Hello. How many black folks that are running like major corporations? How many black folks who are major CEOs? How many black folks that are actually in the banking system and run banks? No, that's all a Jewish thing. Am I not correct? And we can go over about how come that is, about how come black folks are disenfranchised or so-called quote unquote not allowed to participate in financial markets. I ain't got time for that, man. Only thing I know is if I'm a businessman, if I'm a business owner, and I'm trying to make some money and I'm trying to shield my money and I'm trying to make money, yeah, I'm gonna go with the folks that know what they're doing with the money. Yeah, okay. You just making excuses now. I just live in the real world, Jack. That's all. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and say, he's racist for that. Hey, like I said, once again, you got to go back to 1956 to dig up some bullshit. Well, excuse me, be like 1991. But anyway, man, like, man, this shit, like I said, if you a snowflake, if you a soft ass Negro, yeah, this might hurt your feelings, man. But from a cat like me who's actually owned a business and ran a business, nah, I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. As an individual who's done business with black folks, I totally get it. Okay, let's keep going, man. You know what I mean? Because if you're black and you offended and you're clutching your pearls, I mean, you probably just ain't built like that, man. You know what I mean? So let's go.
Racism and anti-Semitism all rolled up into one quote.
Shut up, Don.
In 1989, Trump took out this infamous full-page ad in 4 New York City newspapers demanding the death penalty for what he called, quote, roving bands of wild criminals. This is in the wake of the rape of a white female jogger in Central Park. 5 Black and Latino teenagers were wrongfully convicted of the crime and later exonerated.
Does that mean he's racist? No, it don't mean he's racist. It probably means he don't like criminal behavior. Could it be that if these individuals were actually white, would he have a different approach to it? You can't say no. You can't say yeah. All you know is he abhors criminal behavior. And I do too. I remember there was plenty of black folks, man, because there was another case study. There was another situation that happened up in New York about a girl. I cannot remember the names of these individuals, man, but I remember everyone coming out with all sorts of fire and brimstone and fury, man, about what happened to this one girl who allegedly got raped by some boys, as well as her father or her stepfather or whatever. And everybody just came down on these boys. You know what I'm saying? And on the dude. They were just like, oh, the scumbags. They're reprehensible. We need to bury them under the bridge or bury them under the jail. And, oh, how could they do that, man? But lo and behold, someone produced a video of this female, man, she was down with it. She was with the shits, man. You know what I mean? She tried to make it seem like she was being raped, that it was not consensual. But as it turns out, it was very consensual. But before this tape came out, all these black folks was talking crazy about these individuals that got caught running the train on this female, man. It was like, oh man, you know what I mean? I mean, same thing that Trump did. Trump, he seen something that was going on and he was just like, man, that's disgusting. But y'all automatically assuming it's because, you know, there was a specific color, man. Once again, this does not prove in any way, shape, form, or fashion that he is exactly a racist. It just does not. It does prove that he is an ally of law and order. And whoever does violate the laws and the order of said society, they deserve to get what they get. So, yeah, that's bullshit, man. That's shenanigans, bro.
Yet Trump was still insisting on their guilt in 2016. And listen to what Donald Trump told NBC. This was in 1989.
A well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market. And I think sometimes a black may think that they don't really have the advantage or this or that, but in actuality, today, currently, it's a great. I've said on occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
Okay. Oh man, black people are, man, so sissified, man. Like it does this really hurt your feelings right here? Like, what has got your panties in a bunch about this specific situation right here, which he's speaking on? Is it because he's describing you as a black? Is it because he's describing you as a well-educated black? What is he supposed to call you? Well-educated Negro? Well-educated nigger? Well-educated black? Or you just prefer black? What is it? What is it about this particular interview right here that's got you in your fifis, man, in your feelings, man? I mean, yeah, we do understand that there is a such thing called affirmative action, man. And we do know that corporations do have quotas. And if you are well-educated Negro, especially if you're a well-educated female Negro, I mean, bruh, the world is your oyster. I mean, you given carte blanche to do anything. Go anywhere and do whatever you want, whatever you please, man. Yeah, you've been given certain privileges above certain folks, man. If you are a well-educated black woman, I'm not so sure about well-educated black man, because the corporations, man, I mean, they get a pretty good kickback if they hire a woman who is a minority. So I'm not really understanding, you know, why you in your feelings about that. I mean, it's just facts. I mean, like I said, you know, black folks, man, just so sissified, man. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. You got to do better. You got to dig harder, man. I mean, if he would have said something like, oh, yeah, I mean, black folks are stupid. They're dumb. There's no way in hell that anyone should hire any of them, because if you're black, you're a fool. If you're black, you're ignorant. But nah, man, anytime you say anything about black folks, man, in a positive light, you know, they're going to try and twist it. They're going to try their best to twist it, Jack. Yeah, okay, let's see what Don Lemon has to say some more, man. You know, he reaching, man. He reaching. There's nothing concrete on this joint yet.
Well-educated black. Fast forward to 2011, when Donald Trump embraced the racist birther lie that Barack Obama was not born in this country.
I want him to show his birth certificate. I want him to show his birth certificate. There's something on that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh, my God.
I brought it up just routinely, and all of a sudden, a lot of facts are emerging, and I'm starting to wonder myself whether or not he was born in this country.
I would like to have him show his birth certificate. And can I be honest with you? I hope he can. Because if he can't, and if he wasn't born in this country, which is a real possibility, if he doesn't, it's one of the greatest scams in the history of politics.
Once again, man. Well, let me back up just a little bit, man. You know, we got Don Lemon right here, who is what I would like to say, man. He is participating in the prize, and we like to call affirmative action. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Donald Trump just went ahead and said, you know, if you're a well-educated black, the world is your oyster, man. You can do a lot of things and go a lot of places. And here we have Don Lemon, who is black, and he's a homosexual. I mean, bruh, you know, he's basically doing the damn thing, man. Yes, he is. He's doing the damn thing, Jack. So did Trump lie? I don't think so, man. I think Mr. Don Lemon, he's a living example, the living embodiment of the wisdom of Donald Trump right there. But, you know, we're talking about this birther stuff, man, about this birth certificate stuff. Yeah, I looked into it, and due to the fact that I just wasn't given what we would like to call any sort of access to the said documents, I just have to throw my hands up and say whatever. What is true, what is obvious, Donald Trump, he was guarding against American enemies, foreign and domestic, man. Don't make him no racist. There was some things that was going on in Barack Obama's life, in his background, in his past, in his history, that led others to believe that he was not a naturalized American citizen. I mean, hey, you know, doesn't make him a racist. I know y'all would like to think that, but everything right now, man, is just conjecture, man. None of this is actual proven actual facts to actually see if he's a real bona fide card carrying racist. Like I said, man, I mean, I was like an E4 man in Desert Storm. And I was a part of a racist ass, I wouldn't say a racist ass battery, man, but the captain was pretty racist. He didn't like me, man, due to the fact that I practiced al-Islam at the time, man. And so he would have me do all the fucked up details, man, you know, all the back-breaking work. I mean, I was the only black in my squad, so I had a lot of white dudes that was in my squad that was lesser ranked than me. But they got to lay around, chill, you know what I mean, kick it. But I had to go out, man, on like patrols, and I had to go out on certain details, man. I would put on shit burning detail, man, where I had to go and haul up the gasoline cans to the latrines and burn the crap, man. One time I actually had the captain go into the latrine, take a dump, come out, buckle up his belt, and say, yeah, you know, and he did this thing where he said, smell that desert air. And then, you know, he put on his gear. He said, yeah, you're a good soldier, son. You're a good soldier. You know what I mean? Because he knew I had to basically burn what he just crapped out of his ass. You know what I mean? And boy, before he left, this is what I told him. I was so heated. I said, you know what? It'd be a damn shame, man, once things started flying around here, that you get hit with some friendly fire cap. And he said, excuse me? I said, it would be a damn shame, as if something would happen when the bullets start flying around here, something happening to you, friendly fire. I was ready to go to jail that day or to the stockade, man. I was just like, motherfucker. So what he did, man, he made sure that I didn't have no access to no bullets. You know what I mean? Nothing to go in my M16 at all, man. And so it's just hilarious to me, man, how people talking to me like you just love racist folks, and you just Uncle Tom, and you just, I'm like, man, niggas are dumb, man. Niggas are dumb, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm the furthest from it, man, but I am a rational individual, and I am a critical thinker. And if I really thought that you was on that bullshit, man, yeah, I'm going to let you know. But nah, I don't really see it that way, man. I don't really see it that way. I see Donald Trump as an individual who's a nationalist. He is not a globalist. And in order for the globalists to do their thing and to take over the whole world, they got to knock America off the chessboard, man. And Donald Trump interferes with that plan. So that's why, you know, they got all these, they coming at him with all these smoking gun allegations. Racist. And once again, I'm waiting on black folks to get a clue about the tactics that they use, because these are the tactics that they typically only use against brothers. They typically only smear brothers through the media, just ad nauseum, just unrelenting attacks. And then once they do that, they kill you and throw you in prison. Now, it has not happened with Trump as of yet. He's still hanging on by a thread. It's really, man, he's really got to get back in power, man, to try and knock these folks off their chessboard, man. Because if he don't, his life is always going to be in danger, man. Real talk. But yeah, man, like all of this stuff I'm critiquing right now, man, it's just, motherfuckers just reaching, dog. That's all they're doing. They just reaching.
And remember, he asked for the college records, too, on top of that. Finally, in September of 2016, Trump said this.
President Barack Obama was born in the United States, period.
Yet he reportedly still clings to that birther lie today. And there is so much more, much more.
Still don't make them racist.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Y'all are aware that Muslims are not just black, right? So, I mean, well, where's this racism at, man? I mean, y'all got to think, man. Y'all got to put on your thinking caps, man. You know, practitioners of al-Islam, man, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, you know, who are the most predominant practitioners of al-Islam, man. Well, there's a lot of Caucasians that practice al-Islam. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be dumb, okay?
I don't know David Duke. I don't believe I've ever met him. I'm pretty sure I didn't meet him, and I just don't know anything about him.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did.
And all.
Well, once again, you got to fall to the lies and the deceptions of the mainstream media. They did not allow him to finish what he was speaking on right there. You know, they cut it off just before he denounced racism. But let's keep listening to this propagandist, Don Lemon. Let's listen to him, man. Let's go ahead.
On and on and on. Those are the receipts. Why doesn't President Trump condemn racism? His own words and actions tell you why. He's a racist.
Okay. That's what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna sit there and lie, right? Okay, then. Well, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's look at the 38 times President Trump has condemned racism and white supremacy. Let's do that.
White supremacy, okay? Wait, are you listening? I denounce white supremacy.
Okay.
What's your next question? I denounce white supremacy.
Okay.
You start off with white supremacy, I denounce it.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
Are you
I'm willing
prepared
to do
specifically?
that. I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. Any group of hate, I am, whether it's white supremacy, whether it's any other kind of supremacy, whether it's Antifa, whether it's any group of hate, I am very concerned about it, and I'll do something about it. In one voice, our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy. These sinister ideologies must be defeated. Hate has no place in America. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans.
Okay, all right, man. Shoot. I think y'all get the gist of it, man. Like I said, it's 38 times where he renounced white supremacy, but we ain't got to go that deep, man. You hear that, Don Lemonade? He's a racist. He's a racist. Look, man, y'all can go back, man, and dig up all sorts of stuff that you want about what he said or allegedly said. You know what I mean? You're trying to figure out what's in his brain and whatnot. But let's try and figure out what he's doing with his hands, man. You know, faith without works is dead. Just look at his works, man. Okay, I mean, he did a lot of cool shit for black folks, man, when he was in office, man. Did a lot of cool shit for America when he was in office, man. Low gas prices, man. Lower taxes, or you get more bang for your buck with your taxes, man. Inflation was in check. Jobs was growing, was like booming. As far as the unemployment rate for black folks, man, it was non-existent, man. Shoot, with his First Step Act, I believe it was called the First Step Act, where he was getting black folks out of prison, man. He was getting them out of prison, man, for non-violent crimes, bro. So that means that your uncle, your brother, and your daddy and whatnot that was locked up because of Joe Biden's crime bill, 94 crime bill, Trump was letting them out. Yeah, but, you know, niggas, you know, man, he's racist. I'm like, yeah, I'm still waiting on someone to show me how he's racist with his policies. I'm not seeing it. Still ain't there. And then, you know, we got Jack Johnson, you know, the boxer, the famous black boxer in the 1910s, 1918 and whatnot, man. How he was basically persecuted because he liked them white women, man. Shoot. And they got him on the Mann Act, I believe, man. They got him on human trafficking. So he's had a pretty bad blemish on his record, man, as far as crime is concerned. And guess what? Barack Obama had a chance to pardon him. But Barack Obama didn't do it. Guess who did pardon him? Yeah, Donald Trump did. Donald Trump pardoned him, Jack. Yeah, man, Donald Trump is bringing back brothers and sisters from overseas, man. Shoot, I believe. I know it was a couple of rappers, man, that did some dumb shit overseas, man. He got them to come back, man. Shoot, I know one right here. Wasn't no overseas shit, man, but I think he pardoned Lil Wayne. Hell, Donald Trump had Kanye West up in the Oval Office. Donald Trump was willing to sit down with Ice Cube about the platinum plan. And you still got to sit down and listen to stupid ass Negroes whine and bitch about something Trump may have said or did say back in the 1970s or 1990. I'm like, man, look, man, show me the money, Jack. Show me the money. That's what I'm talking about, man. Faith without works is dead. Show me the man's works. If you want to convince me he's a racist, show me his works, man. Y'all don't understand this, man. I'm trying to keep y'all from going into the concentration camps, man. Them globalists, man, they're trying to come over here and set up shop. Them Chinese about to come over here. And once they do get over here, it's curtains for you, nigga. It's curtains for you, man. The only thing that's standing between you, the globalists, and them Chinese is Donald Trump, Jack. Trust me when I tell you, I ain't never really got into politics ever, man. But I'm like, look, it's now or never. If we're going to go ahead and stop this rush, this bum rush, to turn America into a socialist, communist, Chinese regime, you know, yeah, we got to go with our best weapon, and that would be Trump, man. Yeah, Jack. Y'all don't seem to understand, man. This ain't got nothing to do with it. You worship him because of his personality and all that stupid ass ignorant shit. Nah, nigga, I'm trying to keep your ass out the concentration camps, man. Shit, boy. Well, anyway, man, it's Big Mike, Almighty Triple XL, coming at y'all live and direct. Maxi Limits Radio Show, man. Yeah, stay tuned, man. Probably gonna go ahead and do a show with Vector tonight, man. Shoot. You know, doing some more Passport Bro stuff, man. But anyway, man, Big Mike, the Almighty One himself. I'm doing the thinking for you, nigga. Because you seem to be ill-equipped. God damn it. Fuck out of here, man. I'm getting sick of these niggas, man. We out.